Alright, I'm going to do it. Yes, it's a headless. Yes, it's a HH24 fret. Yep. Sorry. My tellies and stuff are all getting worked on, but I want to do this demo. So it's an Azor cattle fuzz. This is the JTM sound. Yes. And this is tone all the way down, fuzz until it just starts to get gain, and volume all the way up. And I forgot to say, I had my blues breaker on the Queen of Tone REN, so this is without the blues breaker. This is the amp without the blues breaker. Relatively clean. The blues breaker adds just a little extra sizzle sauce. So what I'll do for the sake of this, I'm going to add a little gain to the amp. Let's hear that. So that's the controls. So now I'm going to go to just that little bit difference. And now I'm going to bring the tone to, what is it, 9 o'clock? From off. To 9 o'clock. Now we're going to do 11 o'clock. We're going to do halfway. This is 3 o'clock. You get the idea. All the way up, it just gets worse. Wow. These are lightly potted, but it's enough treble to make that ugly. Alright, so now we're going to go back to 9 o'clock, because it's just a little. We're going to go off on the fuzz. Volume's always up right now. now the volume or the tone alt halfway. Yeah, it's just far B. Depending on what your setup is or what you're running it into, the tone control will have more effect. So where I like it is where it just opens up. It doesn't take much. It's like, let's see, 6, 7, yeah, about 7 o'clock. Then you go to 9 o'clock. 11. Halfway. Doesn't get a whole lot more gain, but all the way up it gets just a little extra. So from halfway, or really 11 o'clock, no, halfway to all the way up, there's only a little noise, and until you get it very, all the way up, then it starts to actually add some. Now, if you do the 9 o'clock tone, that's kind of like your most basic silicon. So, in general, I think it's pretty good. I prefer the tone all the way off, no matter what, because it's just fatty. It sings a little better for me. That's still with the fuzz at 9 instead of 7, what I have when I set it up on my board. Now, this is amp gain compared to running into a bump. So less treble. So now you bring it up to 9 o'clock on the tone as open. So into the blues breaker, it compresses a little differently, cuts off some of the high end of the fuzz and smooths it right out, which could be good. But if you want treble, you just add a little bit if you want it smooth. Because it makes a good lead boost at that point. Some more of a lead boost. You add the treble back in, and you're more so. You can still lead if you want a little bit of that sizzly sound. Otherwise, it's more of a rhythm thing. Pretty dang good fuzz phase. One of the better ones. Now let's go to the noise side. It's going to run a lot longer than I want. I'm going to turn my noise gate off. Noise gate off. Without it. With it. It's slightly on the quiet side. Volume-wise. Noise-wise, you have the tone all the way down. It's still adding a lot of hiss, but it's a fuzz. You add a little bit more tone in there. It's not huge. It starts to get loud about halfway and unbearable as you go up. But I think it's pretty dang good. Is it on the noisy-ish side-ish? Yeah, but it's... Throw the fuzz face off. It's still interacting a little bit, having some peaks and valleys. And because it's a fuzz face, it's not just... So, I hope that gives you an idea. I apologize I don't have the fancy camera work of being able to show you the pedal right now, but hopefully I walked you through it without talking too much.